to you live from the Dick Goddard Weather Center here in Cleveland, Ohio, with your Northeast Ohio forecast. And boy, has it been a rainy, unsettled pattern over the last several days. And no exception this morning. We had some heavy rain push in, even some rumbles of thunder in our far southern communities. Of course, aided in the fact that we've got flood conditions, concerns to talk about, flood advisories, flood warnings, still a flood watch in effect. So first of all, I want to give you the timeline for today because it's been a soggy start, but we're in a bit of a break. We're in a lull. Now, even though I'm saying that we're in this break and a lot of areas are dry, there's still the risk of spotty sprinkles, some light showers around through the morning and even into the afternoon, and minor flooding occurring in a lot of backyards and especially around areas of poor drainage, low-lying spots, and around our area creeks and rivers. This afternoon, I do expect on and off light showers. Again, nothing widespread this afternoon. It's more so after dinner time where we'll be tracking our next round. That coming in after 6 o'clock. We've got the widespread rain pushing in this evening. And I do expect a few thunderstorms to the south, but I'm not expecting anything severe. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. But first of all, I do want to give you a look at StormFox radar, and much of the area dry, other than the fact that her ground is super saturated. You go down towards southern Tuscarawas County into eastern Coshocton County. We're seeing some light rain down there. We've got some spotty sprinkles in and around the islands at the moment. But look at all these alerts. We've got several colors of green on this map. First of all, I do want to show you that we still have that flood watch. It's in effect for much of the area until 8 a.m. Now, we're flood advisory until, let's say, 11:30, 11:45, depending on where you are. We have that flood watch and advisory, again, for much of the area. But where we're seeing the flood advisory, we've got Stark over into Lorain, Medina, Erie, Huron, parts of Richland, Ashland County. Where there's a flood warning, this is where we're seeing more minor flooding occurring, especially along our rivers here in Summit and Stark County. That's why there's flood warning issued there, and that goes until 12:45 this afternoon. And we do have a flood warning down towards the Muskingum River, or Mohican River, Mohican River, down towards southern Ashland, southern Richland, and northern parts of Knox County. Okay, so these flood alerts, expansive. Flash flood warnings along the Ohio River Valley, down towards the Mississippi River Valley. We've had ongoing rain, historic flooding over into parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky. Thankfully, no historic flooding for us, but unfortunately, yeah, it's soggy and we're still dealing with minor flooding along many of our creeks and rivers. I know the Black River is under a flood warning, same with Kilbuck Creek. Portage River near Woodville, I believe you are under a flood warning as well. So the warm front lifted through. That brought the round of rain and thunderstorms. We've got a stationary front trailing. Now the reason why I'm pointing this out is because you're north of that front, it's cooler, south of it warmer, and that's going to come into play here this afternoon. We'll have a wide range of temperatures from our northern communities to the south. And then that cold front that you see off towards Chicago, St. Louis, that's a reinforcing front. That's going to bring in the colder air. Huge difference tomorrow afternoon. Here's one positive thing. The Storm Prediction Center has moved the marginal threat for severe weather with this next round out of our area. If you're down towards Columbiana, Carroll, Tuscarawas County, kind of like this morning, heavy rain with some of these thunderstorms, and of course the potential of maybe some pea-sized hail and gusty winds upwards of 40. Really not expecting much in the way of these thunderstorms reaching severe limits as we head into the overnight hours, much like, again, what happened earlier this morning. I think there was only one severe thunderstorm warning, and it was outside of our viewing area, well to the south of Tuscarawas County. Okay, so on StormFox radar right now, again, we have some light sprinkles, spotty showers around. We'll continue with that trend here through the remainder of the morning and even into the afternoon. Now, what I want you to notice on this map here, as we take you through the day. Take a look at temperatures. Port Clinton at 48 degrees. It is 54 in Fremont. Then you go towards Cleveland, Medina, low 60s, mid 60s south and east. So that stationary front that I pointed out, that's going to be drifting through in the afternoon. So a big drop in temperature as it moves through. We're talking mid 40s here by 4 o'clock for our northwestern communities, western areas. It's already 46 in downtown Cleveland, but then you take a trip down 77 in Akron, it's 65, 65 Canton, 65 in New Philadelphia. Eventually, everybody will drop into the 40s as this next batch of rain moves in. It will be steady, heavy at times, coming in during the evening. By midnight, it starts to lighten up a bit, but we'll still have scattered showers around through the night tonight. More notably, colder temperatures as we head into tomorrow morning. We drop down into the mid and upper 30s. And at that point, if there are still a few lingering showers around, I wouldn't be surprised if it mixes with some snow at times. By the afternoon, we're not warming up all that much whatsoever. Temperatures in the mid and upper 30s, cloudy conditions on Sunday, definitely a cold one. I'm not buying this model run just yet here. So if you go down towards our southern areas over into Canton, Millersburg, New Philadelphia, Carrollton, Lisbon, showing a wintry mix at around 3 o'clock. Yes, cold enough for that to happen, but it really depends on where this front sets up shop and how much moisture moves along that front and ahead of it, ahead of that low. So by Sunday evening, there could be some snow showers around for parts of our communities south and east. We'll watch out for that. I did want to mention it because yes, there's that possibility that that's going to happen. If it does, less than an inch possible with it, but we have a clipper moving in Monday night into Tuesday. That'll bring a better shot of seeing maybe an inch of snow. So how much more rain are we going to get with the second batch? We're looking at anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch and a half locally. Most areas will be around that ½ inch mark with this next batch. So on and off light showers becoming widespread after 6. We'll likely have temperatures in the lower 60s right around our lunch hour. Right now we're sitting in the upper 50s. And then temperatures will drop from there from northwest to southeast as that front drifts through. Rain and rumbles this evening in the first part of the night, and then colder temperatures back in the mid-30s tomorrow morning. We're in the upper 30s tomorrow. Spotty wintry mix possible as that system exits. And again, we'll be watching out in the evening for maybe a wintry mix over to snow here in our southeastern communities. It will be chilly with winds coming in and out of the north at 10. Those 30s are going to feel more like the upper 20s. Monday, we're back into the mid-40s. It'll be a struggle to get there, but mid-40s expected, and then we've got the clipper moving in. Late in the day on Monday, into Monday night, this will change rain over to snow, and we'll likely have some scattered snow showers around Tuesday morning as it exits as a lake effect. I think it will be out for the Guardians home opener, but it's more about the cold that day. Our temperatures only in the mid-30s, and we've got wind chills definitely in the 20s. So we are going to have to bundle up here for that Guardians game. I do expect some sunshine around at first pitch, hopefully a partly cloudy sky, and that lake effect threat more towards the east up in like our northeastern areas. So it's more about the cold when the Guardians take on the White Sox of their home opener. Now check out that first pitch temperature, 35 degrees. Let's compare it to some opening day weather because we are going to rival some of our coldest home openers. We've got one back in 1907 back at League Park on April 18th. It was 36 degrees, so I'm forecasting that we beat that. 39 degrees, 1979 on April 7th, Cleveland Stadium, and then at Progressive Field recently, 2016, so about a decade ago, it was 34 degrees on April 5th. Again, I'm going with first pitch at 35. Wouldn't it be nice if we had the warmest temp, 84, back on May 1st in 1899 at League Park when it was Jacobs Field, April 14th, 2000, excuse me, 72 degrees. So that's your Guardians home opening weather history for you. Okay, so looking ahead, following our brief spell of winter here, we start to warm back up. We're back around 50 degrees on Wednesday, still cooler than average. By the time we get into Thursday, Friday, end of the work week, headed into the weekend, we've got temperatures in the middle 50s, and there'll be on and off passing showers. I'm not expecting anything widespread as of yet, but stay tuned because, of course, this first half of April still looking rather unsettled and on the cooler side. Be sure to join James Parrish. He'll be in later today. I believe they have a 6:30 show. He'll have the latest, and at that point we'll be tracking that next round of rain. Hopefully at that point the flood advisories and those flood warnings will be canceled, but we'll see, because with that other round those rivers and creeks are likely to rise again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll speak with you again next week.